It is 6:52, 8 till 7 is your morning sprint. Count you down to Good Morning America.
Lots of breaking news to get to, including a homicide investigation underway right now in Brandon.
But first, Ashley, you're live in Plant City, where a 12-year-old girl was hurt in a drive-by shooting.
Ashley, right now, sheriff's deputies are scouring the front yard looking for shell casings after that drive-by shooting. Someone shot a 12-year-old girl in both legs here at her home in Plant City overnight. Deputies say 12-year-old Mackenzie Creech was airlifted to Tampa and is expected to be okay. They say she was sleeping in a front bedroom when she was shot in both calves. Deputies say there's still an active search for the shooter. Mackenzie's brother and parents were also sleeping inside. She was the only one shot.
We want to go to Adam Weiner now, covering breaking news in Brandon, where a man was stabbed to death overnight.
And the investigation continuing right now. In fact, you can see the detectives right here behind me collecting some of the evidence in those brown bags. And this is right where Travis Ware collapsed in the street outside his apartment building. Now the search is on for 51-year-old Ralph Lee Pearson. He's being described right now as a person of interest. Now, both canine units and aerial units were out looking for Pearson this morning, who ran off after the homicide. Witnesses telling detectives this hour that Pearson and Ware got into an argument at around 1 this morning, and it ended in violence.
And new in your morning sprint, divers recovered a body from a lake last night. Deputies tell us Van Murray drowned while trying to retrieve a remote-controlled boat from a lake just off Lakeside Commons Drive in Tampa. This drowning investigation is still continuing this morning.
Manatee County deputies just arresting a woman whose 4-year-old grandson died earlier this month. Authorities say the autopsy in the death of Alexander Marr showed injuries consistent with child abuse. The boy's grandmother, Carla Gray, was arrested yesterday for failure to report the abuse. That investigation continues with additional arrests pending.
And doctors are keeping an eye right now on 41-year-old Robert Pinkston. He's the Mosaic employee severely burned after falling into a vat of acid at that facility in Riverview. At last check, he was in critical condition.
Well, it's down to the final meeting today in St. Pete, where a committee is working to pick a peer design. Today, the three shortlisted design teams will answer questions before the committee ranks the choices. Now, you're welcome to attend, but there will not be any public input at the meeting in council chambers.
6:45 right now. Heads up aloots with a crash on US 41 at Sunset Lane. Roadblock there reported. Also a crash 49th Street North at US 19 in Pinellas County. 275 southbound at Howard Avenue. You have a crash there pushed off to the side. Delays, though, onlooker delays are building through that area. Now for a check at another traffic situation in Pinellas County. Here's Captain L.
Hey, good morning, Lindsay. This is a traffic alert westbound Roosevelt over the top of Almerton. That brand new overpass that they have right there. 2 or 3 vehicles came together. Most of that's been tended to, and the rescue units are in the process of leaving. It's still blocked. Down below, eastbound Almerton, look at that. Somebody looking up the overpass runs into someone else. It's not blocking but one lane, but it is slow through this area. It's a lot of morning commuters. Here's Shay with your forecast.
All right, let's take a look at Titan Doppler radar. You can see some showers moving onshore around Newport Richey and into the Tarpon Springs area. So we are going to see just some isolated rain before noon, but then after that, more widespread showers and storms. This could create some issues for the evening commute. I don't think we'll see anything major for the morning drive. Some heavy downpours expected this afternoon along with those thunderstorms, and about 60% coverage overall. A much drier weekend ahead.